Imagine a 2.5D action platformer that feels equal parts pulse-pounding combat and haunting atmosphere. A game where fast, kinetic fights slice through long stretches of solemn exploration, and it all works unapologetically well. The game is Replaced, an awe-inspiring sci-fi epic in a twisted alternate timeline. It's one of the most stylish and thought-provoking experiences I've played, an absolute must-play for anyone who loves deep storytelling wrapped in stunning presentation. From the very first moment, Replaced makes a jaw-dropping impression. Its voxel meets pixel art style creates an unmistakable retro-futuristic aesthetic. Think 1950s technology colliding with apocalyptic fallout. A future past where the 60s, 70s, and beyond take a drastically different, darker turn. The robotics, the clunky computers, the alternate timeline gadgets, it all feels like something pulled straight from the 90s sci-fi movies. Warren's not just a BlackBerry device, it's the perfect touch. The world doesn't just look good, it sells the entire broken reality. But what truly elevates Replaced is the masterful cinematography. Especially in the prelude and the opening chapters, the camera moves in ways that completely transform how you see the 2.5D world. Dynamic angles, dramatic shifts, it conveys action, mystery, and raw emotion all at once. The first 20 minutes alone are astonishing. This isn't just a side-scroller, it feels like a playable movie. At its core, Replaced tells one of the best video game stories I've experienced in years. In a well-crafted prelude, lab worker Warren becomes host to an AI called Reach after a catastrophic explosion. From that moment, you follow their unlikely partnership as they hunt for retribution against a powerful evil corporation. This premise dives deep into heavy moral and ethical questions. What does it mean to control someone else's body? Reach constantly grapples with the damage it causes to Warren's form, expressing genuine remorse even when there is no other choice. The game challenges your ideas about life, consent, and artificial intelligence. If an AI accidentally takes over your body, does it have the right to use it? Does the original person even remain? These themes add real weight to the story and create atmosphere thick with environmental dread. Replaced builds a nightmare timeline filled with lore. You'll meet strong secondary characters who add depth through side quests and exposition. Tempest and Veronica make memorable appearances, sometimes monologuing about trauma and how people cope in such a terrible world. Scattered notes, emails, journal entries, and artifacts paint a devastating picture of what went wrong. Thorough exploration rewards you with major stat bonuses and richer understanding of this broken world. The environmental storytelling is top tier. Every corner pulls you deep into the dread. The audio design is mostly excellent and perfectly stylized. The music always fits the mood, and you can even find hidden tracks scattered throughout the environment. Combat sounds especially satisfying. Every melee hit, parry, and deflection comes with a commanding thump that makes the action feel chunky and impactful. The one big disappointment? There's no voice acting at all. In a game with such mature emotional writing and heavy themes, text-only dialogue sometimes falls flat. There are moments that scream for strong performances, and the lack of voice acting holds back some of the psychological impact, especially when the cinematography is this ambitious. The game smartly mixes platforming, light puzzle solving, combat, and occasional stealth sections. Chapters often start with story-driven exploration across vast areas, then ramp up complexity as you unlock new abilities and tougher climbing segments. Stealth moments feel tense and contextual. Sneaking past turrets and hazards remind you that this is a dangerous world where death is always close. But the real highlight is the combat. Reach wields a versatile gun that doubles as a melee weapon. You can dodge, parry, and attack relentlessly, charging your gun with every successful hit. Reflect enemy projectiles, unleash charged shots, and manage crowds in rhythmic, reflex testing displays. When it clicks, the combat flows beautifully and feels incredibly satisfying. Replace isn't perfect though. Beyond the missing voice acting, there are some bugs. Most are already on the fixed list, and in my experience, a quick checkpoint reload usually solves them. Most objectively, the plot pacing feels off. The game is quite long, and just when you think the story is building to a climax, it keeps extending. On one hand, that means more satisfying combat encounters. On the other, the uneven pacing can become frustrating. Still, these issues don't overshadow what Replace gets right. It combines stunning unique art, rewarding exploration, pulse-pounding combat, thoughtful puzzles, and a mysterious story that actually makes you think. The cinematography brings an extra dimension to the 2.5D world, the atmosphere is thick with dread, and the themes of identity and consent linger long after you finish. Replaced is an incredible sci-fi epic and a standout action platformer. If you love cinematic experiences with deep lore and satisfying mystery, this is one you won't want to miss. It may not be flawless, but its ambition and style make it one of the most memorable games of the year. If you like these reviews, be sure to hit that thumbs up and subscribe, and let us know if you're picking up Replaced. And don't forget to go check out thegamerstheory.com for all your gaming news and more.